8086. So what exactly the addressing modes will give us? What kind of information they will give us? Addressing modes actually they describe about how the operands are being accessed, how the operands are being accessed. In a simple language, in our language, addressing mode will tell us that how the data is being transferred from one place to another place, how the data is being transferred, whether it is directly transferred to the register or whether it is transferring from register to register, or how, whether while you are writing an instruction, are you placing the data directly or you are placing the address where the data is present. All those information will be provided in addressing mode. By looking at the addressing mode of an instruction, one should be in a position to say how the data is being transferred from source to the destination, how data is transferred from source to destination. That is clearly described by the addressing modes. And 8086 supports nearly about 8 addressing modes. 8086 supports 8 addressing modes. Now we will look into each and every addressing mode in detail with an example. Without example, if we are trying to know about the addressing modes, then it would be difficult for us to understand. So I'll be first explaining the example. Once if I explain the example, then you can easily understand what exactly that particular addressing mode is. So now, as there are 8 addressing modes, I'll be explaining each and every addressing mode with example. So the first example, first addressing mode is that immediate addressing mode. First addressing mode is that immediate addressing mode. You no need to look at what is written here. You directly move on to the example. What is the example written here? Just give me a second, ma. Yeah. What is the example written? Move CL comma 12H. Move CL comma 12H. So in this addressing mode, what is happening? The data, the data is directly has been transferred to a register. In immediate addressing mode, data is directly mentioned in the instruction and it is directly transferred to the destination. I'm repeating once again, in immediate addressing mode, data is directly specified in instruction itself. Data is directly specified in instruction. Here data, technically we call it as an operand directly of addressing mode is called as immediate addressing mode. The example I have written here, move CL comma 12H, means here the data 12 will be moving on to a register called CL. Here CL is the counter register, which is considered to be a destination register, and this will be storing the data 12H. After execution of this particular instruction, CL will have the data 12H. So that is about the immediate addressing mode. Next, register addressing mode. In register addressing mode, data is not directly mentioned in the instruction. In register addressing mode, data is not directly mentioned in the instruction. If you look at the example, move AX comma BX, here what we are trying to say, there is a data that is present in a register BX. So from BX, you transfer that data to AX. Here, what is the data that is stored in BX that we don't know. Here, the operation will happen between the two registers BX and AX. But if you observe the immediate addressing mode, in immediate addressing mode, the data is directly displaying. The data is directly specified in instruction. But if you observe the register addressing mode, as the name itself says register, the data will be stored in one particular register, and from that particular register it has to be transferred to the destination register. So in register addressing mode, data will be stored in one particular register. From that particular register, the data will be moved on to the destination register. So here in this example, BX is the one which contains the data and AX will be the destination register. That means the data stored after the execution of this particular instruction, data stored in BX will be moving on to the AX. So that is about the register addressing mode. And next, third one, direct addressing mode. Direct addressing mode. Third one is direct addressing mode. So here if you observe the word direct, direct addressing mode. So yeah, now have a look over this example. See here, move CL comma, here one number is there. Here one number is there, but that number is represented within braces. Here data is written, but that data is represented within a braces. So whenever you find a number within the braces, you need to come to one conclusion that there it is not the data, it is representing the address where the data is stored. I'm repeating once again. If a number is present within braces, then that particular number does not represent the data. That particular number represent the offset address or the effective address where the data is stored. See here I have taken one example of 4321H. That means here 4321 as it is present within the braces. Now this 4321 is the address of one particular location. It is the address, that too offset address. We can call the offset address as effective address also. So now what the processor will do, processor will move on to this particular location. This is the address, right? So that will move on to this particular location. So whatever the data that is present in this particular location, that data will be moved on to the destination register. So I'm repeating it once again. In direct addressing mode, data is not directly specified in instruction. The location of the data is specified. Location of the data means address, where exactly the data is stored. That effective address will be specified in instruction. So that is about the direct addressing mode. If you see the difference between direct addressing mode and immediate addressing mode, in instruction you can see a number. In both immediate addressing as well as in direct addressing, within the instruction itself you can see the number, but in immediate addressing mode the number is alone, it is not present within the braces. When it is not present within the braces, you can consider this as a direct data. That means data is directly specified in instruction. But if you look at the direct addressing mode, a number will be there in instruction, but that number will be present within the braces. So when a number is represented within the braces, it does not represent the data, it represents the location of data where the data is being stored. So that is about the direct addressing mode. In this particular mode, address of the operand is specified in the instruction. Address of the operand, that too offset address is specified. Offset is specific direct to location data is being stored. So that is about the direct address. And moving on to the register indirect addressing mode. Register indirect addressing mode. We have seen register addressing mode. Here we have seen register addressing mode, and now we need to look into register indirect addressing mode. See here, in register addressing mode, you are directly placing a register which contains the data. Here BX is the register which contains the data. You are writing BX as it is. But if you observe register indirect address, if you observe this particular instruction, the source register is within the braces. Source register is within the braces. So here how the processor will, when a register is a register or a number, if it is represented within the braces, then that indicates what information that is there in the braces that represents a address. So now how this instruction is going to be executed. So here BX is containing some information in braces that indicates that the BX is containing the offset data is. So here in this particular case, the offset address is directly specified in the instruction. Offset address is directly specified in the instruction, but in this particular addressing mode, offset address is stored in a register and that register is specified in the instruction. Don't get confused with this type of addressing mode and this type of addressing mode. In direct addressing mode, offset address of the data is directly specified in the instruction. Whereas in register indirect addressing mode, offset address is present in a register and that register is specified in instruction. So here how the processor will execute. So here processor will first move on to BX. It will move on to BX and BX will be having some value. As that value is represented within the braces, that value is considered as an address. So now processor will move on to that particular address. It will get the data that is stored in that particular address and it will transfer the data to the destination register. So this is how internally the processor will execute. So here in register indirect addressing mode, BX will be storing offset address of the data. That is about the indirect addressing mode. Next, register relative addressing mode. Next type is register relative addressing mode. So if you observe the example, move CL comma 04 into BX. So here, uh, this 04 displacement, 04 is said to be the displacement. As usually, offset address is stored in BX. It is said to be displacement. The number here, it represents the displacement. And here, as BX is present, it needed to be an offset address. So now, how processor will calculate the address? Ma, are you following?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. So here now, how the processor will come to know the exact location, what it will do is that it will add whatever the number that is there here, the data that is present in BX. So this particular instruction can also be written like this: move CL comma BX plus this displacement. Say for example, if BX is having 100, ma, give me a second. Sorry for the disturbance, ma. This particular instruction can also be written like this. So what it will do, whatever the data that is present in BX, to that it will add this displacement value. Say for example, if BX is having, give me a second. So if BX is equals to some 1000, just assume that BX is having a value 1000, but BX is specified within the braces. So now this 1000 is not considered as a data. Now this 1000 is considered as an address. So to this address, 4 will be added. So then what, finally, what will be the address value? I mean, how the instruction will consider move CL, comma, braces. So add this displacement to this 1000, what will happen? 1004 H. So this is how the instruction will consider when you are writing an instruction in this format. This is how the processor will consider. What processor is doing? Processor is adding the data that is present in BX to the displacement. So when it add the data that is present in BX to this particular displacement, it will give one value. That value is nothing but 1004H. So here 1004H is not the data. Here, as this 1004H, as it is within the braces, it represents the location of the data. So processor will move on to this particular 1004 location, and whatever the data that is present in that particular location, that data will be transferred to the destination register CL. So this is how register relative addressing mode will work. Whenever you find a word relative, you remember that in instruction, there will be a displacement value. Whenever you find a word relative, instruction will contain the displacement value. So that is about the register relative addressing mode. And the next instruction is that move indexed addressing mode. Base indexed addressing mode. So when you are dealing with base indexed addressing mode, you will be dealing with only 4 registers. One will be based registers and another one will be the indexed registers. That means you will be dealing only with either BX or BP, or you will be dealing with either SI or DI, because index we have only 2 indexed registers, source indexed register and destination indexed registers, and we have only 2 registers which deals with base register and base pointer. So whenever one instruction is represented in base indexed addressing mode, that instruction will contain either BXBP along with SIR DI. See here the example. Move CL, BX and SI. See, the source based on indexed register. The name itself says that the source will be containing base register and indexed register. So how is it going to execute? As both base register and index register both are represented within the braces. When something is represented in braces, that indicates that it is carrying the location. So what processor will do? It will take the location from index register, it will take the location from base register, it will add both the locations and it will finalize the location. Once if it finalize the location, it will move on to that particular location, get the data that is stored in that location, and it will transfer that to the destination register. I'm explaining this once again. Base index addressing mode. In this addressing mode, the source files will be base registers and indexed registers. BX into SI I have written here. You can even also write DI. Instead of SI, you can also write DI. So whether you need to make use of either source index or you need to make use of destination index. So here, as both are represented within the braces, that indicates that both are carrying offset address. So while processor executing this instruction, it will add up these two offset addresses. Whatever the result that it get after adding the offset addresses, it consider that resultant offset address and it will move on to that resultant offset address and get the data from there, and it will transfer to the destination register. So that is about the base indexed register. And last one, sorry, seventh one is relative base index addressing. So to itself, you can come the contain one index register along with base register and indexed register. Instruction should also contain displacement. Whenever you see a word relative, there should be a displacement value. See whether it is true or not. See the example. Move CL comma. Now see the source format. What this source is there? Indexing register. Index register is there. Base register. Base register is there. Relative. When you see a word relative, some numbering should be there. So this is how the instruction will look like. Move destination register comma, one base in register, one indexed register and one displacement value. As this base register and indexed register, as they are within the braces, here also they are carrying offset address only. So offset address of indexed register, offset address in base register will be added to the displacement. And say for example, if BX carrying 1000 and if DI carrying 50. So if base is carrying 1000 and if DI is carrying 50, so the final offset address is going to be 1000 plus 50 plus the relative, that is nothing but the displacement is given as 20. So the final resultant offset address is going to be 1052. So processor will move on to a location called 1052. Whatever the data that is present in 1052, that will be transferred to the destination register. So try to observe this. This is simply base indexed. That means register instruction will contain one base register and one indexed register. But here it is relative base index. Relative, a displacement value, one base register and one one?
Fluctuating, ma'am. Voice is fluctuating, ma'am.
And the next one, but indexed addressing mode. The name itself says here the register, the source register will be the to indexed. Or so this is what all about the addressing modes of 8086.